Hi. So today we will see something called as y is equals to mx plus c. What is this? In the mathematics, this thing is called as slope-intercept form. This thing is called as slope-intercept form, which means that you have given slope of the line and the y-intercept, right? So here you can say let's see, m is slope and c is y-intercept, where x can be any x point on the line, any x coordinate on the line. Here we can say any x chord, y, any y chord on the line. That is important. X chord and the y chord on the line. So this is simple thing. There is a lot of mathematics behind it, but today we will try to understand this thing in terms of Python, right? So this thing is used in machine learning. Whenever you need to extract the features, you need to know the relationship between the features. At that time you'll need this. Also in the linear regression you'll need this. Also whenever you are doing classification you need this, and that's why this is a little important, and we'll see that. So here first I have imported NumPy, then I have imported the Matplotlib, so this array manipulation library for plotting something. Well, here you need to have a little background on Python, NumPy, pandas, right? But I will try to keep these things very simple. Now let us consider the line. Let us consider the line y is equals to 2x plus 1. Let's go to the whiteboard, and here you can say y is equals to 2x plus 1. Now if you write something like this, y and x, let us see the values. Remember that this thing is slope and this thing is y-intercept. So this is c and this is your m over here. Remember this. Now I have, instead of putting values manually, I have written code for it. So remember the line here, 2x plus 1. Now let me run the project first and then I'll explain the code. So here if you see x and y, if value of x is minus 1, value of y would be minus 9. If value of x would be minus 4, value of y would be minus 7. If value of x is minus 3, value of y would be minus 5. And can you see this? So this thing is printing as x changes, y is also changing. As x changes, y is also changing, and that is this relationship is y is equals to 2x plus 1. Right, let's take the example of minus 5 over here, right? Let's consider x is equals to minus 5. Then this becomes minus 10 plus 1, which is nothing but what? Minus 10 plus 1 is 9. And if you can put all these values, you will get respected values of the y over here. Now there is a relationship in a y. If you observe y carefully, so there is 9 we have, there is minus 7 we have, minus 7, minus 5 we have, minus 3, minus 1. Okay. Now if you see this thing, minus 7 plus, if you see this thing, there is a difference of 2. Can you see? Here is a difference of 2. 5, 7, difference of 2. 3, 5, difference of 2. Minus 1, minus 3, difference of 2. 1, 3, difference of 2. 5 7 difference of 2, 9 11 difference of 2, which means that there is something constant over here. And if you look at this thing, y is equals to mx plus c, so it is nothing but that constant thing, right? Now what do you mean by this one? Okay, let's go to this graph. So whatever points we have, whatever points are available over here, I have plotted it on the paper. So here if you can see, if value of x is minus 5, value of y is also minus 9. If value of x is minus 4, can you see, value of y is minus 7, minus 3, here minus 5, minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, here if you can see, minus 1. So if you see here, if value is minus 1, it is minus 1. If you want to put it, you can put it here. So if value of x is minus 1, it's a minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. And if you see, the graph is looking like this. The graph is looking like this. One thing you need to observe over here, we have talked this c as this 1. If you can represent this equation again in this form, just a minute. If you can represent this equation again in this form, mx plus c. So this is m, this is c. What is c? Y-intercept. Y-intercept. The line which is intercepting to the y-axis, that point. Can you see that point is 1 over here? That point is what? 1 over here. This is nothing but what? 1. And if you look at the equation, in the equation also it is written as plus 1. When you say plus 1, it is on this part of the y. If you say minus 1, it would be on this part of the y. If you go again and just make it minus 1, y-intercept is minus 1. Run time and run all. Yeah, can you see here, it is touching to this minus 1. Earlier line was crossing through this 1, and now it is crossing through minus 1. Okay, so I hope you are understanding the meaning of y is equals to mx plus c. Okay, so in the machine learning, if you talk about linear regression, classification, or feature extraction, you need these things just to get the relationship and other things. So now let's understand the code. Not a big deal. So this linspace, if you see this linspace, it will create the linearly placed points which are ranging from minus 5 to the 5. It's one of the NumPy array creation function. NumPy array creation function. Can you see how points are created? Minus 5 to the 5. How many points it will create? 11 points it will create. That is the linspace, a linearly spaced points. Well, two variables are there, m and c. Value of m is 2 and c is minus 1. And can you see here, y is equals to mx plus c. Y is equals to what? Mx plus c. So that is what the equation of, that's what the equation is. Well, in the maths, this is called as slope-intercept form, right? This is the equation of slope-intercept form. Okay, now x, if you see, this is the array which has been created by linspace function. Shape of the x is 11. It's a one-dimensional array. 11 elements are there. Now can you see the y? So y is getting formed with these calculations. Y is getting created by means of these calculations. So here is a minus 11, minus 9, minus 7, minus 5, whatever. So whatever values I have printed over here for y, it is nothing but these values, right? So y dot shape is also 11, one-dimensional array. So here simple for loop I have used to print this x and y. Okay. Then here what I have printed, if you see this, here what I have printed, can you see slope is kind of constant over here. Slope is kind of constant over here. Now, one thing comes in your mind, right? One thing comes in your mind. Let's try it first. So what I want to do, I want to just make this, I want to make this y-intercept 0. Right? Y-intercept what? 0 means what? Can you tell me? Write it into the comment box. If a line y-intercept is 0 means what? Means what? So here you can say I have made this C as 0. Now let us run the project and see what happens. Can you see? Line is passing through origin. Remember that. This is the 0, 0. Line is passing through origin. Whenever your y-intercept is 0, respected line, that is y is equals to 2x plus 0. Y is equals to what? 2x plus 0. It will pass through the origin. This thing is important. When your C is 0, what do you mean by that? Okay. Now, what I want to make over here, if you make, right, if you make this thing 0, what will happen? Sorry, run all the things. Run all the things. See here, this is the horizontal line. This is what? Horizontal line. When you say this is 0, what is this? Slope is 0. Whenever slope of the line is 0, it should pass through the y-intercept. It is passing actually, but because of this plot, that is not happening. Because of some logic I have written, that is not happening. Just do the y-ticks, or here we can say y-ticks. Here I can say it will start from -5 to 6, like this. Let's run the project again. Yeah, can you see? Now it is 1. So this, the code I have written for creating these ticks, I just have changed. Can you see? When you say slope of the line is 0, it is the horizontal line. When you say slope of the line is 0, right? When you say slope of the line is 0, it is the horizontal line. Now my question to you is that, now if you see y is equals to mx plus c is the equation, then if you see y minus c upon x is equals to m. Now my question to you is that, how do you draw a vertical line? How do you draw vertical line? So if you want to draw the vertical line, what exactly you will do? And next question is that, what is the slope of vertical line? That is my question. I need answers in the comment box. What is the slope of vertical line? Right? So horizontal line, slope is 0. If you want to make this vertical line like this, so what is happening? Look at this. So when you say m is 0, right? Can you see -5, 1? In any case, if you see, in any case, your line is passing through 1, 1, 1. That is the y-intercept. Okay. Now, and your y is becoming 1. Now what I wanted to do, if you want to calculate the slope of vertical line, you need to first think and then write it into the comment box. What would be the slope of vertical line? Right? I have given one hint over here. I have given what? One hint over here. So let me tell you why. So when you say vertical line means what? Vertical line means what? Just for the calculation purpose, let's make this C0, which make your equation as y is equals to mx. C0 means what? Line is passing through origin. So if you want to calculate the slope, m is equals to y upon x. Consider that this line is passing through origin. Now vertical line means what? Whose x is 0. What do you mean by vertical line? If this is the line, this is the axis. Horizontal line means what? The horizontal line here, which is just passing through this thing. This is the horizontal line, right? Means who have just y value. Now reverse is the case. Reverse is the case. Vertical line, this is the vertical. I'm sorry. This is the vertical line we have. So this is our axis and this is the vertical line we have. In this case, remember that in the case of vertical line, x becomes 0. So y upon 0, which is what? Infinity. So answer to this question, what is the slope of the vertical line, is not defined because of this calculation, right? I hope you have got the idea. Now let me explain the code over here. Till this I have explained y upon c minus x, right? If you see here, plt.figure, so how much would be the figure size that we have done. Then if you see here, this line is getting plotted. So whatever line you see over here, let's make a proper code. Instead of this, let's make 2 and run all. So this would be the line, and this code also, let me check. Instead of the static one, let's do it, sorry, not this one. This code I need to add plt.y ticks, the ticks that I have created on the y, mean of y, here you can say mean of y and max of y. For generating these ticks, right, runtime.all, yeah, so your ticks would be edge to edge now, right, and dynamically ticks are getting created. So this is the label, x label, y label. So this is x, this is y. So again I'm telling you, for understanding this code, you need to have a little background of Python and you need to have a little background of NumPy and pandas, right? I will not explain those things over here, but I will cover all those things in a separate YouTube series. Okay, so this will print the line, this will label the x and y. Can you see this y we have written over here, and this x we have written over here, which is nothing but this x lim and y lim. So till what we need to add this data that we are setting, this x limit, y limit. Now about the ticks, so where you need to mark the ticks, that part is covered by this. Well, axis horizontal line, axis vertical line. So can you see the bold axis in between that are coming by this line? Now grid, so just to create the graph, can you see like a graph paper? So this thing is there. So legend means this thing. So can you see this line, a red color, y is equals to 2x plus 1, that's the legend. And show means what? Just show this thing. Okay. So whenever you talk about the slope intercept form, you need to remember these many things. What do you mean by m? What do you mean by c? What do you mean by line is passing through origin? A slope of horizontal line, slope of vertical line, right? And if you see this, the way x changes, how y is going to be changed. That's what the y is equals to mx plus c. So this is the relationship between x and y. right? X and Y. So this thing is used in ML at a lot of places, and that's why I have covered this in this video. I hope you have enjoyed this content, and I hope you have liked it. If you have liked it, please write it into the comment box. Thank you.